Illegal wildlife poaching and trade is a problem in many countries in Southeast Asia, with Bangkok being one of the main hubs for illegal trade. In the heart of the country's capital is one of the largest markets in the world located, the Chatuchak Weekend Market. Hidden at the edges of the market, behind the main visitor area, are hundreds of stalls selling various kinds of domesticated and exotic animals in the humid Bangkok heat. Cramped in teeny cages, you will not only find dogs and cats, but also many exotic animals, from frogs and tortoises to birds and squirrels, and from lizards and snakes to small monkeys and even baby kangaroos. Some of the animals here are critically endangered in their native environments.
I am here at Chatuchak Market, the biggest weekend market in the whole world. It's here in Bangkok. It's open Saturday, Sunday, and over the weekend 200,000 people come here every week. A lot of people. You can find a lot of clothes and souvenirs and all different kinds of things here, but there is one section of this market which I'm interested in for today, and that is an animal market. I've heard they have a lot of exotic animals there, probably also some illegal animals, but also dogs and cats. And I haven't heard the greatest things of this market, but I want to find out for myself, so that's where we're gonna go today.
At Chatuchak Market, also known as JJ Market, you can find more than 15,000 stalls selling everything from clothes and shoes to souvenirs, plants, food, and even pets. The pet section is located behind the other stalls at the edge of the market and is open not just on weekends but every day.
I think we have arrived to the animal market. There's a fish section here, so you can buy fish. These are all betta fish here, filled into little plastic bags. There are many more over here. So every one of these betta fish has their own tank because they will fight each other if you put two male betta fish together. So you will buy them in their own plastic bag over here. You can get all of the stuff for your aquarium here. So far it doesn't look too bad. There are only fish here, but we're only on the edges of the pet market section. So I think we're gonna go deeper inside.
While walking past the stalls selling fish, I saw people repacking the fish and providing them with fresh water full of oxygen. However, I can imagine that undergoing this procedure daily would be quite stressful for these little fish.
There's just way too many fish here in this plastic bowl, and some of them are barely alive. They even have little stingrays down here. Look at these. These are like whole stingrays, or I'm not sure if it's stingrays, like some kind of rays in here. Eels. And just so many fish in general. So one stingray is 2,200 baht. That is around $50-60. We are at a bird section. Oh my god. Look at these. These are so fluffy. Oh, on the cage above, look at this what we have here.
These are cream-colored sugar gliders, small possums native to Australia, Indonesia, and New Guinea. Thanks to their gliding membrane, which stretches from their front leg to their hind leg, they can glide through the air. In the upper cage, there are dark-colored sugar gliders, all cuddled up in a corner. They are nocturnal and highly social animals that should never be kept alone. It's better to have at least 3 or more together.
That is like really sad to see. You see how he's like looking for water, and there's literally no water in there. We have around 35 degrees Celsius out here right now, and they literally have no water.
Many of the animal species sold at Chatuchak are not native to Thailand and are often smuggled into the country. Some species are even endangered, yet they are still available for purchase here. Curious to see what else I could find, I ventured deeper into the market. As I continued, I passed more sugar gliders in a variety of color variations, skinny pigs, and I even saw baby lobsters being sold in plastic cups. In the covered area, I found numerous fish tanks filled with various kinds of fish in all different kinds of colors. You can also find tanks and basically everything needed to set up your own aquarium. In another section, traders sold koi fish with prices ranging from a few dollars to hundreds of dollars, depending on the color and size of the fish.
So this whole section here is selling fish, all different kinds of fish, big ones, small ones. Look at these rays over here.
These here are little peacock eye stingrays, also known as black river stingrays.
There are more down here, look at them.
These freshwater stingrays can grow up to 1 meter in length.
You can also get your hair cut here, right in the middle of the pet market.
But that's not all.
Here we even have some frogs. So we've seen the fish section, all kinds of different fish. One thing that's very interesting, areas of the pet market here burned down last year in 2024 in June. The fire itself was put out pretty quickly, like 30 minutes after it started. But more than 1,000 animals died here in this market. But from what I've seen so far, it seems as if everything is back open. Maybe they're selling a bit less of exotic animals now. I don't know, I'm not sure, but that's what we're gonna find out now. This here seems to be the bird section. I hear a lot of parrots.
And only a few minutes later, I saw the first blue and yellow macaws, one of the largest parrot species which is native to the Americas. Under the right conditions, these birds can live up to 100 years.
This smells like pretty bad here. Like really bad.
Unfortunately, not all the macaws sold at the market get the chance to sit outside, tied up at their feet. This one here is locked into this tiny cage together with 2 gray parrots, a species that is native to Western and Central Africa and endangered due to wildlife trade and habitat loss.
Wow, there are peacocks down here. These are full-grown peacocks.
I saw many birds missing parts of their feather coats. This form of self-mutilation is often observed in birds experiencing stress, anxiety, or boredom. Walking through this part of the market was not easy for me, with loud bird noises from all sides, the strong odors of rotten feces and dirty cages, seeing those birds rocking back and forth for hours, not able to spread their wings and fly.
So they do sell meerkats here.
Meerkats were probably among the most commonly sold species at Chatuchak Market, though experts usually don't consider them suitable pets.
From what I know, meerkats are incredibly social animals and they live in really big families in the wild.
In the wild, meerkats often live in mobs of up to 30 individuals. When kept in captivity in small groups, they can easily become depressed.
So over here they're holding the meerkats by themselves all alone. It's so sad to see. You see these like bleeding big eyes, they're wincing. It is really hard to see.
Besides meerkats, I saw many more squirrels, rodents, opossums, guinea pigs, mice, and even a baby kangaroo, which should probably be with its mom. I even saw a golden-handed tamarin, a little monkey native to the Amazon forest in South America. These New World monkeys usually live in groups ranging from 4 to 15 individuals.
I think these over here are hamsters. So one is 50 baht. That's like less than $2 for a little hamster. Oh, they even have hedgehogs here. Look at this.
Even though Thailand has relatively strict laws, they are not effectively enforced due to corruption and high demand for exotic animals in both domestic and foreign markets. When it comes to illegally traded animal species, turtles and tortoises were among the most common at Chatuchak for a long time.
They're huge over here, look at them. I honestly don't know who would buy a tortoise this big. There are also smaller ones here. But they are probably babies, and when they're grown up they will probably be this size over here. Now they're teeny tiny. Here we're having plastic containers with small turtles.
After walking around the section for a bit, I saw this box with turtles sitting in the open sun in what looked like dirty water. I noticed how one of the turtles was trying to climb out of the box to leave her prison behind. Once she was halfway over the edge, I got scared she would fall down on the other side, but nobody else around me seemed to even notice.
So over here we have all these big tortoises in small plastic containers. And on the other side you can buy snakes.
There are not only snakes sold here, but also a lot of lizards. In many countries around the world, it's not uncommon to keep certain snake species as pets. I'm not an expert in snakes, and identifying any of these species here is far beyond my knowledge. But I wouldn't be surprised if it were possible to find endangered ones here that are prohibited from being traded. This here could be a monitor lizard, which can be found in all of Bangkok's parks. And I think this one here is a Madagascar giant day gecko, which are, as their name says, native to Madagascar.
What's really sad to see is the lack of medical attention these animals are getting. There were like two big lizards over there and their mouth was completely open, like you could see the flesh. I hope they're not in too much pain. I don't know if anyone will ever buy these animals, and I have no idea what will happen when nobody buys them.
A little later, I saw a guy presenting a small spider on his finger, and the guy at the next stall sold colorful frogs and small plastic cups. Next, there were also several cages with purebred cats and dogs, waiting for someone to adopt them into their family. The baby animals are presented to hundreds of visitors each day, but until they are chosen, they must remain in their small cages in the stifling Bangkok heat. Nearby, I saw some stalls selling goats, pigs, and ducks.
You can get goats here and they put them into ridiculous dresses and costumes. This part of the animal market almost seems like a petting zoo. They are taking animals out of the cages, tie them to a chair, and you can pet them. But there you can feed goats and baby pigs that look way too young to be away from their mother. And here we also have a meerkat. Chatuchak Market regularly faces criticism by activist groups, and they mainly criticize the improper nutrition, the lack of proper care, and stress, as well as health problems that these animals face that are kept in these poor conditions. Actually, Thailand does have quite strict animal welfare laws. However, unfortunately, because of the high amount of corruption in the country, these laws are almost never properly enforced. So unfortunately, until people start to change their behavior and stop buying pets and exotic animals from Chatuchak Market, nothing is gonna change.